The Lighthouse of Alexandria, fire over the sea. In the ancient world, sailors feared the night. The sea was a place of darkness, storms, and death. But in one place, at the edge of a shining city, a light rose to meet them. It was no ordinary flame. It was a fire that touched the sky. This is the story of the Lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. A beacon not only of navigation but of civilization, ambition, and the eternal struggle between man and the elements. The year was 331 BCE. Alexander the Great stood on a narrow strip of land between the Mediterranean Sea and Lake Mareotis. Sand blew across the shore. The sea roared. And yet, he saw not wilderness, but destiny. Alexander, here I shall build a city. Not merely of stone, but of knowledge. It shall be my gift to the world. Thus was born Alexandria, a city that would become the jewel of Egypt, the cradle of learning, and the gateway between East and West. But the coast was dangerous, shallow reefs, invisible shoals. Countless ships had been wrecked near its shore. Something more was needed, something monumental. After Alexander's death, his general Ptolemy I Soter inherited Egypt. To solidify his rule, he began turning Alexandria into a symbol of greatness. The city already had the Library of Alexandria, home to 1,000,000 scrolls. The museum, a temple of learning. The great harbor, buzzing with ships from Rome, Carthage, and India. But now, Ptolemy envisioned something even greater. He summoned engineers. Sostratus of Cnidus, a brilliant architect, stepped forward. Sostratus, let us build a tower that will guide sailors through darkness and storm. A fire that the gods themselves shall see. And so began the construction of the Pharos of Alexandria, the world's first true lighthouse. Construction took over 12 years. Massive stone blocks were hauled from quarries up the Nile. Slaves, artisans, and engineers worked day and night. 3 main tiers rose into the sky. 1. The square base, wide and solid, housing storerooms, ramps, and guards. 2. The octagonal middle, elegant and strong, lined with spiral staircases. 3. The circular top, a flame burned here day and night, reflected by polished bronze mirrors visible over 30 miles away. At the very peak stood a statue, some say of Zeus, others of Poseidon, watching the sea. The entire structure rose to over 110 meters, 360 feet, the tallest man-made structure on Earth for centuries, second only to the pyramids. For centuries, the lighthouse was more than a tower. It was a lifesaver. Merchants from Phoenicia and Athens steered safely into port. Egyptian fishermen returned home despite fog and wind. Roman cargo ships found their way by the flicker of its flame. By day, smoke curled above its shining stone. By night, the fire blazed, visible from all corners of the sea. The lighthouse became a symbol of human ingenuity, a reminder that in the darkest moments, mankind could still make light. Many legends surrounded the lighthouse. Some claimed it had magical properties, able to set enemy ships ablaze through focused sunlight. Others believed it was powered by an ancient divine fire, never extinguished. A few whispered of a hidden room inside, filled with scrolls, maps, and instruments unknown to the world. Historians now believe mirrors and lenses reflected and magnified sunlight, a technological marvel for its time. Sostratus, though ordered to dedicate it to Ptolemy, carved this inscription beneath a thin layer of plaster. Greater than, Sostratus, son of Dexiphanes, of Cnidus, to the savior gods, for the benefit of sailors. When the plaster wore away, his name emerged, immortalized in stone. The lighthouse survived many invasions. Julius Caesar saw it during his war with Cleopatra's brother. Arab traders called it the light of the West. Byzantine emperors sent ships guided by its flame. But even wonders fall. From the 10th to the 14th centuries, 3 massive earthquakes rocked Alexandria. One by one, the tiers collapsed. First the statue, then the upper tower, then the walls themselves. By 1480, the last stone was gone, used by Sultan Qaitbay to build a fortress on the same spot. For centuries, the lighthouse was considered lost. But in 1994, marine archaeologists dove into the harbor and discovered huge stone blocks, sculptures, and sphinxes, remnants of the great lighthouse resting beneath the sea. Today, visitors to Alexandria's eastern harbor can still see the ruins underwater. And from the fortress of Qaitbay, where the lighthouse once stood, you can watch the horizon and imagine a fire burning once more. The eternal flame. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was more than stone and fire. It was a statement. Even in the darkest storm, mankind can build light. It guided ships, inspired poets, and stood for centuries as a triumph of human will. Though the sea reclaimed it, the memory lives on, in books, in maps, and in hearts that believe in the power of vision. The light we build today may guide someone home tomorrow.